Gacha, Gacha and Gacha. Honestly, I feel like the gacha game is getting so popular and the developers really notice how big the potential is for this game on making great revenue. That's why we all can easily find the RPG with gacha and summon concept on mobile. But now I realize more gacha games are not pay to win gacha RPG games, which on this video you all will get freely a high grade hero tier quality. Please help this video get 200 likes, thanks. Top 10 Best Gacha Game RPG for Android iOS 2024. Damis Reborn. Damis Reborn Grand Cross. Finally, the developer does a live show that's showing the actual visual skills showcase, but the gameplay mechanism is not really clear yet. But in a few seconds, I noticed it has an semi-idle RPG games, so I assume the gameplay would like every character will do an auto basic attack, but the skill needs some energy to unleash and we only need to tap the skill button. I see, our characters do an attack at the same time with other allies, so this game is not a turn-based at all. I noticed it has male and female characters, but more female selections that we can get through gacha. On the game's trailer, it represents more than 10 varieties of the characters, which will become a gacha game. Seriously, the skill showcase of this best gacha game RPG is really good. It's focusing on the visual with a brighter color and flashy skill. It will have a chibi design in the dungeon that allow us to face the enemy and come into the combat. This is a new brand gacha game that was made by Netmarble. Seriously, this developer should learn how to make the game not pay to win. We even know it will become a gacha, but at least they should make the high grade heroes character rate become higher. Best Gacha Game RPG 2024 for Android iOS. When Refactor. This RPG gacha game is totally good for a waifu player who enjoy the anime game with female characters collection through gacha. The combat mechanism is a fully auto basic attack. We only need to focus on the energy that will accumulate through defense or attack. When the energy bar is fully accumulated, then we can command the skill and unleash it. The hero will target the enemy randomly, so we cannot drag it into the enemy as we want it. So much better we don't play it manually because it has an automatic combat, though we also can activate the automatically cast skill. Before starting the invasion, we can deploy strongest hero into the battlefield, try to find the enemy's weakness so we will be good in dealing with them. The whole dialogue will be fully of voiceover. At the beginning, we can pick the character appearance of male and female. Seriously, this is the best gacha game RPG on mobile because we will get free SSR characters through the first summon as our main hero. Idle awards are available to take daily, so we need to reach a higher level to earn more reward. When Vector is the best RPG gacha games 2024 for Android iOS. Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade. Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade. This is the first Jujutsu Kaisen games on mobile, especially on Android and iOS. Even the anime has an action game, but unfortunately, it's become a turn-based game RPG on mobile with fully gacha-based game. The combat battle has a very different perspective camera view with a 3D graphic. The combat mechanism is we need a mana points to unleash the skill, but need to recharge some energy to cast a ultimate with a very hardcore visual. The game has their own actual cutscenes, so they don't take it from the anime. The gacha animation is really good. The first summon we will get mostly a common grade like R grade of our characters, but also we can obtain a new card skill, so the card skill is really important to determine how strong our damage will land to the enemy. Every hero should play some card skill before starting the combat, and of course we can get the card skill through gacha for the higher grade like SR or through the event. Try to learn the element system to make the enemy weaker and increase your power and resistance. When we just started the game as a newbie, then we will get a lot of rewards by the mail. It's really good to summon more heroes. Please note, in-game it will download in the background, so make sure you have enough space. The best Gacha 2024 games RPG for Android iOS. Pirate Legends Great Voyage. Pirate Legends Great Voyage. I would love to share this best gacha game that has been released globally. As a One Piece fan, I really love it has a complete character and exactly has the same design appearance and the same skill showcase as the anime. We can collect a lot of high character grade that has more than SSS level like Luffy Sun God Nika. It has a special grade, which will need a high determination to obtain this character, but honestly we can easily get SSR level, so I can say this is one of the best no pay to win gacha games that playable for low-end phones. This game size is only 450 MB. The gameplay of this best One Piece game is we need to evolve the item by collecting some glowing equipment material and evolve all of our gear into a higher grade level as well as the attributes point. We also need to evolve our main hero to unlock a variety of new skills. All of the hero skills are available to upgrade, but it will cost some in-game gold. But before we do it, we must level up our hero by consuming some EXP items. The game will present with a huge war in Marineford in a prologue. All of the strong characters already introduced at the beginning to interact with more new players coming up. Even later, it still become the best game Gacha RPG 2024 for mobile. Overlord King of Yggdrasil. Overlord King of Yggdrasil. This gacha game is absolutely stunning. The game has an open world gameplay with two different concepts. The first one is the actual hero size while we are in the smaller area, and the second one will become in a chibi style in a wider open world. But I didn't see any hidden area or hidden treasure that we can collect through exploring this world. I think the developer should add these features so the player can curious on looking some hidden treasure at the hidden spot or at the corner. The combat mechanism is really easy to learn. We just need to wait for every skill cooldown to cast the skill in a turn. The game is fully of cutscenes. Every time we have a dialogue, we'll get so many cutscenes with a voice acting. Seriously, we will get so many SR characters to start. We can upgrade their grades into SSR level but need a specific material. Overall, I really love the game's visual skills. It's pretty smooth and totally looks like the actual anime. Best Gacha Android 2024 RPG games for Android iOS. Ninja Academy. Ninja Academy. This gacha game just released and got 4.9 star score on Play Store. So far, this is the best gacha game with Naruto theme on mobile. I really love the character presence. It is not chibi at all. The game starts from an invasion of pain into Konoha, but then we will start playing 14 years later when the Konoha is safe. We will freely get Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke at the beginning. Those characters are really too overpowered to play in earlier stages. All of the stages we can pass through easily, especially when you do a gacha and deploy more characters on your team. The combat mechanism is an idle RPG gacha game. So we do nothing and let the game play by itself even if the skill will unleash randomly. When you feel your team is quite strong enough, then you must come into the arena to reach the top of the leaderboard. Best Gacha RPG games for Android iOS. Tokyo Ghoul Break the Chains. Tokyo Ghoul Break the Chains, thanks to the developer giving the newbie players of one SSR characters for free. It's really helpful on passing through the first chapter easily without any effort. But starting the second chapter, we need to start on upgrading the character's level, gear, skill, and attributes points. Even if you already have SSR characters on your team, that's not enough. I can say that gacha RPG games are quite hardcore at the gameplay level, which is really challenging for me to play. The combat mechanism of this Tokyo Ghoul mobile RPG is we need to combine two same level card grades to evolve into a higher star card. When you reach a 3-star grade card, then you can unleash an ultimate skill. Be patient while waiting for the next card to make a perfect combination skill. We also can challenge a new dungeon to get some variety material to leveling up our heroes. Best gacha RPG games for Android iOS. Soul or Teleport. Soul or Teleport. Look at how many SSR characters I have on my lineup. I have 4 SSR heroes in total. This gacha game really has a high rate gacha games for mobile, and those characters really make my team so powerful. I can clear so many stages without leveling up my characters. Seriously, if you would like no pay to win gacha game, then I highly recommend you play Soul or Teleport. The combat mechanism is every character can add energy points by doing a basic attack to recharge the energy. The energy is for unleashing a higher skill damage and also ultimate skill. We can deploy the best team by doing an auto deployment hero on the formation team menu. It's based on the strongest combat power hero we had. So gear up, leveling up and pick the right equipment is the best way to grant your hero combat power in a significant amount. I really love the skill. The visual is simple and casual, making the game combat finish faster. All of our characters are female with a very good design. Best RPG turn-based gacha games for Android iOS. Outer Plane. This game is increasing in size way too high. I remember playing this game, it has 3GB size, but now it's double with 6GB. But this size doesn't matter because the developer really developed this game really much with more battle features we can enjoy. We are not only fighting in an adventure mode, but we can also chill in so many areas and dungeons. It has more than 7 variety of combat dungeons we can enter to obtain many kinds of rewards and materials to upgrade our heroes. This RPG gacha game is the best in 2024. I guarantee it will still exist in 2024 because right now the game's quality is beyond the other gacha turn-based games that are available on Play Store and App Store. If you love to play the RPG game that is full of visual skill, then this game is the best answer. Sometimes I feel this skill showcase is way too much, but really satisfying to play. I love the game system that allows us to transcend the star level of each character to level up and become the highest star grade. The best gacha game RPG in 2024 and now. Lost Realm Chrono Reef. So far, this game is the best gacha game for Android iOS with unique graphic. We can obtain new equipment through the combat and gear up our heroes to face a stronger enemy in front. Before you deploy the hero, make sure you check on the enemy's element to give more damage based on the element advantage. Every gear is able to set a different types of equipment sub-attributes. It will grant your hero strength significantly on percentage. We will get 1 free epic heroes as the main hero. They all have a different weapon types and different combat style. Overall, I really love how this game has a very unique art style just like Hades Mobile. I think this gacha game is the only game that has an aesthetic visual. The combat mechanism is we will gain energy by hitting the enemy, recharge it until your skill is ready to unleash. You must try playing it to get a new experience in a different artwork. Bonus: Punishing Great Raven or PGR. Bonus: Punishing Great Raven or PGR. Honestly, I have been playing this game for so long and I really love how solid this game is. Everything is done perfectly. Even if we don't need to spend any cash to get a high level of heroes, we can easily collect a reward like ticket that mostly gets freely from the developers. Seriously, it's surprising to me how high the gacha rate is. We can easily get a strong hero through gacha. The combat battle of PGR has a super dynamic combat, highly intensity. We really need to tap the dodge button in the right timing to prevent and dodge the incoming forces and make a nice slow motion visual. Seriously, the best of action combat on mobile. No wonder it's been downloaded by 1 million players, but you must free more space in your storage to enjoy these hack and slash gacha games for mobile.